Ministry officials, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to address you all at the opening ceremony of AEHIN's General Assembly 2020, and congratulations to the 10th anniversary. On behalf of the Digital Impact Alliance, it's my pleasure to provide you an overview of what we do, how we seek to advance digital transformation, and how that applies into the transformation of the health sector and to promote universal health coverage in general. When the COVID global pandemic occurred, country governments and actors began to realize that transformation of services couldn't exist only in silo. In addition to health, they also realized the transformational aspects of delivering services in education, social protection, and other kinds of benefits to citizens in a digital way. Having to look into digital transformation at a more cross-cutting national level produces a lot of complexities. What are the right models, the right principles to be considered? What are the right products and models and solutions to be drawn from and to be applied in the context of national digital transformation? And how do we position and continue to advocate for those models in a policy and developmental settings? These are the questions and the challenges DIAL has been set up to solve through a combination of practical research, evidence-based advocacy, and market-shaping efforts. In the context of understanding how countries that have been successful in digital transformation journeys came away with applying the right sets of principles and variables, we are assisting, for example, Sierra Leone in having put into legislation a national digital transformation policy and strategy so they can understand or have the right foundation in the political sense of cross-sectoral national digital transformation. We also need to highlight the right products and tools and models that work in that context in setting up a right digital public infrastructure. And that has been something that we are doing in the context of cataloging solutions and also providing the right models for assistance. And finally, there's also the area of advocating for those right models and solutions to be sustained and to be put into a highest level of policy for development considerations. And this is work that we're doing in broad policy positioning in developmental settings, and also a coalition of partners that are coming together to understand the value of digital public goods. One such example that we are embarking on in partnership with the International Telecommunications Union, the Economic Development Corporations of Germany, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Estonia is to provide the right references and knowledge and specificity of a set of digital commons known as building blocks so that they can be reused to build this digital public infrastructures for countries that are on this digital transformation pathway. These components, these building blocks, seek to be reusable and modular, and in providing foundational levels of services such as ID, payment, information exchange, and the likes, so that services, regardless if it's health, education, social protection, agriculture, otherwise, can benefit from this set of foundational components that formed their digital public infrastructure of a country. This is a model that we drew a lot of inspiration from the health sector specifically, because there is a high level of understanding from health on what interoperability means. And this is what we advocate for at a national digital transformation effort of countries. We're supporting them on understanding what interoperability means, into applying enterprise architectural approach, and into understanding what these different digital components offer in functionalities and in specificity in the country context. We also provide, through the consortium of partners, practical assistance to countries to help them put into practice best practices on service design and policy settings, and the applicability of this model and the building blocks approach into their implementations of the enterprise architectural landscape nationally. Once such models is defined, we need to look for a way to promote and to sustain those solutions that do deliver those successful approach, effective approach. And this is through a collection of like-minded partners in an effort that we are co-facilitating with the Digital Public Goods Alliance. The mechanism of gaining endorsements from this sets of like-minded partners and the larger development space it's founded by a set of agreements on the vital roles of relevant, well-designed, and secured open source technologies, on the need for regulatory frameworks and capabilities to protect privacy and human rights, the need for sufficient capacities in local, public, private, and social contexts, and finally, most importantly, the need for sufficient investment into continue sustaining these proven digital public goods and the implementation of digital public infrastructure so it serves the needs of a range of digital needs at a national level. This collaboration is in process, and we're benefiting from the sets of collected minds as seen here on how they view the value of digital public goods. And we also look into elevating that position at the highest policy level possible through participation of a global health task force in providing a policy recommendations of what digital public goods for health means in the context of the German presidency at G7. Lastly, once those products and models are truly defined and proven, we want to provide a higher degree of discoverability so that other country partners and implementers can look through and find those solutions for their own service needs. And this is done through our effort to catalog those proven solutions through trusted sources, including the Digital Public Goods Alliance again, with the WHO Digital Health Atlas and others, so that we can highlight those proven solutions and the tools that have been successful in project context and delivering services from health to agriculture to remote learning and such. And there is a continued effort to connect to this wider supply side communities as well, for them to provide connection points to others that are looking into those products and services and to learn from their experiences. These are some of the examples of efforts that are underway, co-facilitated by DIAL in the broader context of informing digital transformation, but also how it's relevant to the context of health. And with that, I would like to commend again and congratulate on AHIN's 10th anniversary, and I bid everyone have a great set of sessions and discussions in the days to come for the general meeting. Thank you very much.